Welcome to today's Explainer. We're jumping right into a massive, absolute game changer of a shift happening in the professional landscape today. We're talking about how prompt engineering is rapidly transmuting from what used to be a highly debated, super niche tech label into an absolutely mandatory communication skill for the modern workforce by 2026. If you want to stay relevant and thrive in the next few years, you really need to understand this evolution. Okay, let's dive into this. Have you ever wondered why your colleague gets brilliant, insightful results from tools like ChatGPT or Claude while you just get, well, robotic fluff? I want you to think about your own daily workflows for a second. That massive difference in output quality, it turns out it isn't magic at all. It literally all comes down to communication. It's exactly how you are instructing the AI. And that brings us to the core of what we're unpacking today. Prompt engineering is officially defined as the practice of designing inputs, or prompts, to guide generative AI models toward accurate, relevant, and genuinely useful outputs. We really need to completely reframe this discipline away from hardcore back-end coding. It's not about math, right? It sits directly at the intersection of language, logic, and systems thinking. Because look, the AI is a highly capable but incredibly literal collaborator. Without the right structured instructions, it just guesses. And this brilliantly illustrates the whole paradigm shift we're living through right now. As the renowned AI researcher Andrej Karpathy pointed out, the hottest new programming language is English. It's that simple but that profound. The ability to clearly, structurally instruct an AI has itself become the ultimate professional skill. Honestly, it's how you unlock the trillions of dollars in economic potential that generative AI promises.
Section 1, Anatomy of a Perfect Prompt, Beyond Typing a Better Question.
So this is a hard skill requiring real structure. We discovered it's far, far more than just chatting with a bot. Professionals actually use very specific techniques, like zero-shot or few-shot prompting, to give the AI concrete examples. They use chain of thought to literally force the AI to break complex problems into logical steps, or provide RAG context to ground the AI in specific factual documents. It all boils down to structured logic, using frameworks like RCIFC, where you control the role, context, instruction, format, and constraints. Mastering these specific levers, that's exactly what separates a novice from a true expert. Section 2, the productivity ROI, proving the financial worth. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the sheer scale of the efficiency gains. It's just mind-blowing. A landmark MIT study, which was actually published in the journal Science, found that professionals using AI for mid-level writing and analytical tasks completed them a massive 40% faster. I mean, just imagine getting almost half of your workday back. But wait, it's not just about speed. Independent evaluators in that exact same study rated the quality of those AI-assisted outputs 18% higher. So the absolutely crucial point here is this. You aren't just working faster, you are producing significantly better work. And trust me, employers are actively tracking this productivity uplift right now.
Anchoring this in financial reality reveals some phenomenal numbers. Let's look at the 2026 estimates in Singapore, which is a major hub for AI adoption. You can see prompt engineers reaching up to $90,000 and AI productivity leads commanding up to $130,000. The financial gain isn't siloed in IT. It spans every single department, from marketing all the way to operations. And it's not just standalone AI roles either. Data from Nodeflare reveals that professionals, even standard software engineers, with demonstrable AI skills, command a 13 to 25% salary premium over their peers. And this is a trend expanding across all non-technical roles too. AI capability is increasingly being priced directly into compensation packages.
Section 3, certification versus self-taught. Should you just watch YouTube? So, pragmatically speaking, how do you actually acquire these skills in a fast-paced professional environment? Well, on the left, being self-taught is free, sure, but we found it's incredibly slow, often taking 4 to 12 weeks of fragmented time, and it leaves you without any recognized CV credential. On the right, formal certification takes just 1 to 3 days. It gives you expert feedback loops to correct bad habits instantly. Plus, you get that recognized credential that employers are actively hunting for. And depending on where you are, it might be incredibly affordable. Highlighting Singapore as a prime case study here, government initiatives like SkillsFuture and UTAP make formal, high-quality upskilling almost free. Like an $800 prompt engineering course can drop to under $50 out of pocket for eligible citizens. The government is literally paying its workforce to learn this skill because it is just that critical to the national economy. So, who actually benefits from getting certified? It turns out, almost everyone.
It's for the marketing manager who wants to turn a one-line brief into a full campaign in minutes. It's for the SME owner cutting external agency costs by bringing AI in-house, or the HR professional summarizing massive policy documents. It's rapidly becoming the foundational skill for modern knowledge workers, and honestly, an easy bridge for career changers looking to pivot into tech-adjacent roles. Section 4. The Transmutation. The career evolution of the prompt engineer. To really understand where all this is heading, there's a powerful reframe from Singapore's Tech3 Forum. Minister Josephine Teo explained that AI is essentially a new national language, requiring bilingual professionals. Think about that for a second. The goal isn't just to replace domain experts, or to churn out more pure tech workers. It's to make accountants, marketers, and lawyers bilingual, fluent in both their own fields and in AI. Let's move to and see how this builds across our timeline. In 2023, we had the generative AI novelty phase. Everyone was just playing around with ChatGPT. By 2024, SME AI adoption in Singapore tripled to 14.5%. Now, looking straight at 2026, we are entering the era of fully integrated workflows. Prompting is no longer a novelty. It's the baseline requirement to become an agentic AI practitioner, someone who manages autonomous systems that actually execute multi-step business actions for you. The standalone prompt engineer title is basically transmuting into a baseline expectation for every single high-level professional. Which leaves us with one final provocative question to think about as we wrap up this explainer. Are you ready to learn the new national language? Because the gap between those who just use AI superficially and those who can engineer prompts effectively is widening every single day. The tools are here, the frameworks are proven, and as we've seen, the financial rewards are massive. It's time to take action and master the absolute most crucial communication skill of the modern economy. Thanks so much for joining me on this deep dive.